Hey Ames. Okay, so here are your colors. So you have timid, nimble, antsy, and irrational. Okay, so here are the brushes that I'm going to use, and I'll show you a couple different ways you can use the colors. Okay, so I have a blending brush, I have a deluxe brush, which is like just a flat bristled brush, and then I have a crease brush, so a little bit more condensed. Okay, so the blending brush is just a big fluffy brush. So here's a couple things you can do with the color Timid. You can take the color, tap off any excess, and use it just as a base color. Okay? You can also take it and you can use a little bit more condensed brush. So you could probably go to like your deluxe brush and put it right underneath your brows for that highlight. Okay, and then you can also take it and put it in the inner corner of your eye. And you can also use it just as an all over lid color. And I'll show you once we apply a few colors how you can do that, okay? So that's the color Timid. And then the color Nimble is a great transition color. So here's what you do. You take your blending brush, okay, pop it right in. Now you don't need to be super careful with this, but you're going right like above your crease, depending on where your crease is. You go in your crease and then above it. So what a transition color does is it allows the other colors to blend well together. And then it's just this little color that kind of peeks out over the top of the other colors. So it allows everything to blend really nicely together, and then it just adds that extra little dimension to it, okay? So that is a nice transition color. So you don't have to be super careful with that. Now what you could do for this look is just put a little bit of Timid in the middle. And then that could be a nice daytime look, okay? You could take a little bit more of this Nimble, and you can go as dark as you want in that corner. Okay, so this is a really pretty everyday daytime look. You can actually take a little bit of that if you want and pull it right underneath your eye, and then just put some mascara on and you're done. Okay, another thing you can do is take it. I'll do two different eyes here. So you probably can't see what it's really looking like because I've got a lot of that natural light coming in, but I'll take some pictures. So again, I'm not being like super careful with applying it. I'm just getting it right into that crease because I have a little bit deeper set eyes. So if you can kind of see how that's looking. Okay, let me see if I can get it so you can see it. All right, now I'm gonna do all four colors so you can see how I apply them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Irrational, okay? I'm gonna take my crease brush, pop it in, you don't need a ton of it, tap it off, and then I'm gonna go right into my crease. So I'm gonna go right here, okay? And then I'm just gonna work it up and in. So this is gonna add that extra dimension and give it like that smokiness. And this is my really deep set kind of quirky eye. And you can take it as dark as you want, so you can make it even a daytime look and then transition it into a nighttime look. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back and just blend it. So it blends into that Nimble. And then you can always just kind of keep playing with it depending on how dark you wanna go. And then you can take that flat brush again, and we're gonna go into Antsy, which is a really pretty metallic. See that? It's really, really, really pretty. So then you want to just take this one here and blend them together. So it's nice and soft. So that's all you're going to do is just take it and just keep blending it so it stays nice and soft. And so it just kind of peeks out when your eye is open. And then you can go back into that timid and even lighten it up just a little bit. Lighten up that antsy a little bit. Especially in the corner of your eye. That's really going to open your eye up. That's really pretty. So you can use all four together. Most of the time you probably won't. You can even use a little of that gullible, and then you can go back in with that antsy if you want to like spruce it up. So just the antsy, the nimble, and the timid are really pretty together. So you could go in with this crease brush. Let me clean this really quick. And you could go into your nimble if you wanted to do an evening look with just this brown and really get a nice dark shadow look here. That is so pretty. That's probably, right now, that's probably my fave. That's really pretty. So if you use this as your transition, go a little bit darker with that in that crease and smoke it out, and then put this on your lid and then this in the corner. That's a really pretty daytime, even transition into nighttime look. So I hope that helps. Just play with them a little bit. It really is just gonna take time for you to kind of get a really nice light hand on applying it and just play with it. You know, like I'll do it before I go in the shower. If you have a primer, put some of that primer on your lid, and then a nice way to finish off that look is to line the top of your eyes and then throw on some mascara. So I hope that helps, sweetheart.